Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. Depulso.
My first employment was at Honeydews. Stock girl I was. I did put on a bit of weight.
Historically speaking, there's never been a team like
Well, hello there. Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate...
Muggles have made life hard for us since the dawn.
Hello. Mind you, don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracell feather, it doesn't half hurt.
Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was bought up by a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair from a Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncarved fur? Duracell feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Duracells. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose, the cry in those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken. Used to carry beasts themselves. Good business it was. but had it up to here with parents grumbling. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
What do you have for sale?
I don't mind selling things for certain clients. You know where to find me. You could never go wrong with those. Good choice, I'd say. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Beetle.
What do we have here? A demiguise. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Fine now, demiguise. Revelio. Revelio.
Not a fan of the hogs-headed myself.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I could use. Why, if it isn't my.
If it thinks it's got half a crown.
Revelio. Revelio.
We've got dark wisdom.
Mother's rolling in her grave, she is.
Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Ig Haggerty, robbed by his own sister. She's robbed almost everyone now. So, who's the fool?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine running off with that thief, Victor Rookwood and his lot. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return to steal from me. Us. But I just know it was her. I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing a prize family heirloom. Sister or no.
What exactly was the family heirloom that the thief stole?
A necklace. Belonged to the first of the Haggerty women. Hundreds of years old. So much history. She'll likely pawn it.
Why would Catherine come back to rob the hamlet if she'd already left?
Do I look like a criminal to you? How should I know? She always despised this place, resented having to grow up here. Perhaps she did it to spite us.
Are you sure Catherine is the culprit? It could be anyone.
Thanks to that Rookwood louse, we're inundated with all manner of criminal. I wanted to believe it was any one of them, except Catherine. But she was the only one who knew where the heirloom was hidden, and she knew precisely which homes to rob.
I could keep an eye out for the thief, sir.
You? Ugh. Nothing to be done by the likes of us. This is a job for the fine officer singer, or some such authority. Besides, the thief, my sister, only strikes at night. Coward. Long past your bedtime.
What do you have for sale?
Thank you for your patronage. Glad. I'd keep an eye on your belongings if I were you. Catherine will steal the eyebrows off your face, she will.
A pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than they could carry. Revelio. Revelio. More gold. I must be getting closer.
What am I doing here? This patrol is worthless.
Expelliarmus.
Someone there?
Protego.
You will suffer.
Glacius. Flipendo.
I will make you.
Protego. Expelliarmus.
I won't rest until you're...
Glacius. Expelliarmus. Demise. Revelio. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. I should investigate. Revelio. Defendo. Lumos. Glacius. Flipendo. Confringo. Not so tricky after all, Merlin. Revelio. 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 Incendio. Lumos. Abandoned long ago, no doubt. Revelio. Flipendo. Arresto momentum. Depulso. Incendio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
An intruder!
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Well, I wouldn't give for a cup of mushroom tea.
Lumos.
Quiet as a grapphorn, you are. I'm famished.
Petrificus totalis. Yes, do tell us.
Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Ha!
Incendio!
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Arresto momentum. Depulso.
Fight about as well as I can't handle a little altercation.
Incendio.
I will make you pay.
Depulso. Arresto. Revelio. 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 A niffler. It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all. That must be the Haggerty family heirloom. Revelio. I wonder how Mr. Haggerty will take this news. His sister wasn't the thief, and his heirloom's coming home. Revelio. I have some good news, Mr. Haggerty. I unmasked your thief.
Nothing to unmask, was there? We all know that the thief was my sister, Catherine.
Actually, sir, the thief was a niffler.
A what?
You know, small, furry, pilfering. I followed it to its lair.
Catelyn was the only one who knew how to get into our homes, where to find our treasures. But I suppose, mangy little blighter. Well, if you found the Niffler's lair, as you say, you must have found my heirloom.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. Catherine's a disappointment for certain, but I never wanted to believe she was behind this. Now, thanks to you, I won't have to. What a strange world we live in. Suppose they can't send a Niffler to Azkaban. At least I got my heirloom back.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
I believe he's trustworthy, yes. He seemed sincere, and Serona Ryan trusts him.
Very well. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
You didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
You didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
Revelio. 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 Arresto. Deposit. Inset. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio.
I don't see why everyone...
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well. How can I help you?
What do you have for sale?
Now, if you like what you bought, be sure to come in and see me again. Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
Revelio.
Don't see myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. People working for me. What was that? Someone there? Wait a moment. Hello? Someone there? Afraid to fight? Quiet as a grapple, you are. Who's there? Who's there?
Levioso. Accio. Flipendo. Glacius. Capulso. Arrestadillo. Stupendo. Incendio. Arresto momentum.
Over here!
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
Do you like what my mother used to make? Like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms.
Absurd, isn't it? Ranrock wants us to find the child. But which child?
We could take every child we find to Ranrock. Eventually, we may get the right one.
Cool. Sounds like a lot of work.
Revelio.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
Are you sure you're not a bum?
Depulso. Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Glacius. Arresto momentum. Incendio. Compulso.
Should have been.
Levioso!
Release
Incendio. Arresto momentum. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the country...
I wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle. Revelio.
Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum?
I don't think you flesh
Of inspiration.
can bring a lamb to the slaughter.
Crucible. Leviosa. Protego. Accio.
I won't rest. Quite conductive, aren't we?
Arresto Momentum.
That's just the beginning. Hope so.
Incendio. Protego. Glacier.
What have you What are your thoughts on?
Let's play.
Sad Lord, try not to make this too easy for me.
Some sort of dark magic, I presume.
Ridley might want to look up.
Arresto Momentum.
I've had enough of this. Expulso! How embarrassing! Death from above! Just wait till I come down. Expulso! Expulso!
Arresto Momentum.
Expulso!
Incendio. Cabalto.
I shall have been your death. Expulso! Expulso!
Depulso.
Look what you've done! Expulso! Expulso!
Arresto.
You will not survive.
Flash!
Arresto Momentum.
Expulso!
Revelio. Arresto Momentum. Depulso. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Incendio. Revelio.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead.
Revelio.
This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No! Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be!
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Sir, surely I've proven myself. In light of what's happened, perhaps you should tell me everything now.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map chamber.
Revelio. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Reposition that pillar to climb out of it. Perhaps the archway is the answer. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Revelio. That pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Way to reposition this archway. Revelio. Incendium. Crucio. Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Confringo. Defendo. Totalis. Arrest them. Totalis. Revelio. I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how? Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Perhaps I'm to hit the mark on the far wall. That sort of thing has repositioned the archways in the past. Revelio. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. There's a pillar here, but no ledge near it for me to grab onto. Hitting those marks readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this one. Arrest the bird. Incendio. Depulso. Levioso. Defender. Glacius. Wingardium Leviosa. Defender. Flipendo. Glacius. Defender. Flipendo. Flipendo. Glacius. Defender. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Is it possible to pull one of those blocks through the archway? Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Revelio. Incendio! Depulso! Arresto Momentum! Revelio! Revelio. Arresto Momentum. Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Revelio. Arresto Momentum. Incendio. Depulso. Incendio. Arresto Momentum. Incendio. Arresto momentum. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Levioso. Accio. Crucible. Confringo. Confringo. Crucible. Levioso. Defender. Glacier. Flupendo. Glaciers. Defender. Arresto momentum. Potato. Stupefy. Accio. Stupefy. Confringo. Accio. Confringo. Confringo. Potato. Stupefy. Stupefy. Levioso. Stupefy. Confringo. Accio. Confringo. Cruiser. Potato. Stupefy. Confringo. Stupefy. Defender. Stupefy. Glaciers. Stupefy. Potato. Stupefy. Glaciers. Defender. Stupefy. Flupendo. Stupefy. What a relief. Revelio.
say I'm curious to hear of Isadora's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
Revelio.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Natty told me about your run-in with the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
When you have a moment, please stop by the Room of Requirement. Deke mentioned you might be interested in learning how to breed beasts.
I have been asked to teach you the exploding charm, Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
Revelio. Incendio. Confringo.
It's exhausting. When you have a Oh, you're wasting your time with her, my friend. I've seen her show more affection to a horklump.
Trafficus totalis.
messing about.
Think I won't. You'll feel twice the pain if I have to come and find you. Gone in the ether. No mind. Time will soon even the score. What? Last time I was in Lower Oxfield, my sack was full of potions. Left the shelves bare and...
Totalis.
Thinking in terms of... I've had enough of Feldcroft. Hope I never have to see it again.
I don't waste time seeing if they're dead. Their fate's not on my hands. Only their blood. Plenty of spoils in Kingsbridge. Never disappoints.
I heard Centaur's quieter than you.
Has your brain been infected? A maneuver like that could have got us killed.
Revelio. Totalis.
Everyone in Upper Hogsfield shudders when they see me come.
Revelio. Revelio.
I've been studying Salazar Slytherin's spellbook. Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
What do you have in store for me this time? Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo.
I should think an ant show more metal.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. That's that. Settled. Revelio. This looks intriguing. Arrest them, Professor. Assignment's all finished. Incendio! Glacius! Defendo! Revelio.
There's so much we don't know about beasts. So much to learn.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed. I take it you're ready to learn your new spell.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile. Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Bombarda!
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Professor, might I have a moment?
Yes. What is it?
I was wondering what inspired your interest in magical beasts.
Are you considering some sort of profession in the field?
I haven't decided quite yet, but I do find magical beasts fascinating.
You do seem to engage well with the beasts in class. I believe that when choosing a path, particularly of a scholarly nature, one must take into account both one's enthusiasm for a particular subject, as well as how one may best serve the students to whom one is obligated to both inspire and teach.
Of course, Professor. When did your path become clear?
I recall it quite vividly. It was the summer between my 6th and 7th years. I read in the Prophet about a wizard who'd been selling alchemy eggs and disappeared in the mountains near my home. I knew of the alchemy, of course, from my studies, but they are native to lands east of here, such as India. I wondered if it was possible that an alchemy could be so nearby. Hence, I went to find it.
What type of beast is an alchemy?
It is a spectacular beast. a feathered, winged serpent-like creature that can grow or shrink to fit a particular space. Its eggs are made of pure silver, hence the desire to trade in them.
Seems quite a challenge finding an Occamy in the mountains.
It was. After a few days, during which my parents grew increasingly annoyed at my absence, I found what little remained of the wizard egg trader. He was near a tree hollow. And there, inside, was a nest with 7 silver Occamy eggs.
What did you do with them?
Nothing. Beasts are to be valued for what they can provide for wizard kind. Protective clothing, potion ingredients, even wand cores. Only poachers see the value in ending a beast's life for galleons. I left the eggs alone. I hid, and moments later, the beast flew right over my head. Breathtaking. She then seemed to all but disappear as she shrunk to fit into the hollow.
That sounds incredible.
Indeed. I knew in that moment that I needed to understand all that I could about beasts and ensure that wizard kind learned to benefit properly from them. Now, I trust that I have answered your question. You would do well to continue your study of beasts, regardless of your chosen path. Beasts and all that they provide will vastly improve your life, and perhaps one day even save it.
I shall remember that, Professor. Thank you.